Whoa, was that a slow fade in from a black screen to the actual gameplay that I see? Well, we already know what type of video this is going to be. A doggy doo-doo video for a doggy doo-doo channel, I guess. I'll probably just have like random gameplay in the background. I don't know. But anyway, this video is just going to be me talking about my epic new monitor that I picked up yesterday. And I don't know, it's mainly just me slowly ascending and becoming a gamer, right? Because I got my epic 1920 by 1080, which, you know, 1080p, whatever, who cares? We have 1440p and like 4K now, whatever, right? But it is 144 hertz, which is actually really good for me because I've never owned or seen a display that goes above 60. So as soon as I got this monitor, you know, I had a little bit of a issue. Not really an issue, just me being stupid and not knowing how to do stuff. But it was like at 60, I had to like do some stuff and make it 144. But it's so good, and I'm moving, like, as I move the mouse right now, it's so smooth, like so smooth. And it's funny because I go to my other monitor now, which is, you know, 60 FPS monitor, and it looks so bad. Like, I understand now when people are like, oh, 60 FPS looks so trash when you go to 144, and I'm like, but 60 looks fine. Obviously, because like I said, I've never actually been above 60. But now the stupid thing is, like, every now and then I'll go into like the settings of my monitor and I'll be like, okay, is my secondary monitor actually running at 60 FPS? Because it feels so choppy now. Like, it feels like it's running at like 15 frames. It's just, my mind is blown, dude. Like, I can't do anything on this monitor. Like, it's so weird to me. So the monitor that I do have is an Asus VG278Q 27-inch. It is, like I said, a 144 hertz. I believe this monitor goes for about, I don't know, brand new, like 240, 250. Somebody was selling it for, I believe, like 150, 160, whatever. I'm like so excited right now. I don't even remember the price, but I know it was a lot lower. And it came in the box. Like, this monitor, like, I have the box, it's right next to me, this giant freaking box. But it's as if this guy bought the monitor and just left it in his basement and never opened it. Like, it just, you know, like, everything's there. It looks so brand new. It doesn't, it has like the stickers and stuff on it, you know, like all that kind of stuff. And it just looks brand new. So I think I just got like a really good deal. The monitor is G-Sync compatible. G-Sync compatible, not like just G-Sync. I believe there's a difference on that. But you know what? Who cares? The monitor also has some things that I, like, just me personally, that I need. So in that regard, it is cool. I do find that for whatever reason, when I use because like I have my Nintendo Switch hooked up to the back of the monitor, because that's another thing. I've never had a monitor with like either 2 HDMI ports or like a display port or an HDMI. So I've always had to like plug in my console to the TV, which, you know, that's not an issue. I just, you know, like, I just turn my head and look to the TV and play it. But like, when I play my console on this monitor, since it's hooked up to my capture card, it won't actually have any sound until I go on the computer and actually boot up the either OBS with the capture card on it or just the Elgato software, because it'll display the image. But until I actually boot up OBS, like I said, and actually have the capture card on it, the monitor itself won't actually play audio, because the monitor does have built-in speakers. It just won't play audio until the capture card is on, like on the computer. I don't know, because like on the TV, like I said, like I just use the TV, it doesn't do that. So I don't know why it does that for the monitor. It's really weird thing. So my secondary monitor was my primary monitor, which this secondary monitor, you can't actually see, I'm not pointing a camera at it or anything. It's a, like, it's just a TV. It's a, I forgot what it's called. I'll probably like have a screenshot of it or something in the video. but it's just a 720p TV. It's that weird resolution where it's like 13 something by like 7 whatever, I don't know, like that weird 720p resolution, right? But it's a 32 inch, and you know, 32 inch 720p, it's gonna look kind of meh, right? And I was upscaling that to 7 or 1080p. It goes to 1080i, but obviously 1080i is not the same as 1080p. And for the most part, games actually looked okay. It was mainly the text that you couldn't really read. Like, just in games where I was trying to look at UI stuff and I just could barely read the text. It got to the point where I had to drag the window to my secondary monitor, you know, because I had another monitor at the time. It's actually like right below me, just sitting there. And I actually had to drag the window to that monitor just to actually be able to read stuff. It's funny because my secondary monitor, like the old one, I know this is kind of getting confusing now because I'm going like back and forth, but it was I think an HP 2009M, which I think it has a native resolution of like 1600 by 900, which is funny because then that's just you know, that's a native resolution that's higher than my primary monitor. Who the heck has a primary monitor where the native resolution is lower than their secondary? Like, I don't know. I'm stupid. That's all I can say. But the monitor that I had before, like before all of this, because how this all started is my dad like fixes TVs and monitors and stuff. And a few years ago, he actually gave me a good monitor at the time. It's an I believe it was an Acer S271HL 27 inch. It's a 60 hertz monitor, and recently, well, I guess I could say recently, it was a couple months ago, I guess, but the monitor stopped turning on. Like, it works. The computer does detect the monitor, like it detects that it works. Like, you can plug it in and it'll say it. The problem is it just does not turn on, and it's, I believe it's like a capacitor issue, so something would have to be changed. I don't know, it probably has more issues, but either way. So when that died out, well, when I had that monitor, the TV that I'm using as my secondary right now was still my secondary, so that one died out. I ended up using this TV as my primary. And then I used the HP one as my secondary. Like I said, this is just getting stupidly confusing, just for no reason at this point. But yeah, this new monitor is pretty cool. Kind of weird because the like the main setting thing, I guess, like on the back of the monitor, like towards the right side, it's like a little joystick, which I don't know if, I don't know the actual term. I'm just saying joystick, probably is, but it's like, normally I'm used to dealing with just buttons, you know, like all that, just simple buttons, I guess. But this is so much better because it's a joystick, but it still is buttons, you know what I mean? Like, you press up on the stick and it clicks and it's that kind of stuff, like up, down, left, right, and you can press it in, and it just feels so much better. Because even on this TV, I still have issues like knowing where all the stuff is and all that, like knowing where all the settings are, and it just, I don't know, it just gets me confused sometimes. So I got the monitor last night. It was really late when I did get it, so what I did was I just booted up a game that I had installed. I booted up Overwatch because, for one, it's an FPS and I actually had it installed. I don't really have that many things installed that would, I don't know, I wouldn't say like really benefit, but I just didn't have stuff installed that I could like really test, right? So I booted up Overwatch. I just went into the training area, and lo and behold, it's so smooth. My brain head could not comprehend what I was seeing. Like, you know, obviously it improved my aim and all that. Obviously I was just in the training area, so it's not like there's much of a challenger anyway, but I could definitely tell that it was helping so much. And I've been needing a reason to actually play Overwatch again, because I know it's a dated game and all that, and a lot of people have left it, but I still like the game. And you know what? I need to get silver border, because I'm still 5-star bronze, and I know it doesn't matter, but I'm just like one of those guys who really likes stuff like that, where it's like it doesn't do anything for you in the game. It's just seeing that I can finally be silver from bronze, like, just it's been, I've had the game since like what, 2016, I don't know, 2017, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had it early on. I didn't have it at release, but I had it early on. So yeah, I'm digressing at this point, but you know what? Who cares? So after that, I went on to just other games just for a little bit, because like I said, it was late at night, so I just eventually, I think I messed around with it for like 30 minutes, went to bed, woke up, and basically as soon as I woke up, I started recording whatever I am recording right now, right? This jumbly garbage of a video. It's funny because it wouldn't be the biggest of deals if it wasn't a 144 hertz monitor. I think that alone just gets me more excited than anything, because I fully acknowledge that I won't necessarily be able to run every game that I play at 144, especially like, you know, upcoming games that are probably, you know, most likely going to be designed for like the 30 series cards, because I'm using a 2060, like an RTX 2060, which is you know, still a good card, the lowest of the low RTX 20 series, I guess. But anything that is above 60, like even if I'm only able to get like 80 or 90 FPS, that is still like a big improvement. That's, you know, that's the crazy thing. It's like even like a 60 hertz to a 75 hertz is already a decent difference of 15 frames. That's going to make a big difference. What is that, like a 25% increase or something like that? That's going to make a difference. And 60 all the way to 144, you know, like over double the refresh rate that you're used to. And even if I don't get that in games, I can like be hypnotized by moving my mouse on the screen, dragging windows, and just like seeing how ultra smooth it is compared to this clunky TV over here that I have that looks like it's moving at 15 FPS in comparison. So yeah, this is my stupid story of how I'm basically fanboying over this monitor, even though it's just 1080p and people have moved on to like 1440 and 4K, like I said. But you know what? It's cool for me, just the 144 hertz alone. Even if it was 1080p, I haven't had a 1080p in a while, because like I said, it was few months ago that other monitor actually broke. So just going like upgrading from this dumb like 32-inch 720p, which like it's 32 inches at 720p, that's not gonna look good. And I was looking at like other monitors, like maybe like a 32-inch 1080p, but 32 inches is still too big for 1080. Like I know that, but I just wanted a monitor, man. Pretty sure that 27 inches is considered like the maximum that you should go for 1080. I believe like the sweet spot is like what, 24 inches, something like that. But my other monitor was 27 inch, so I would say that 27 inches is actually an okay size for 1080p. Dude, like, it's just so crazy to me. This monitor, the 144 hertz, dude, it's like me discovering masturbation all over again. That's what I get from this. You know, that's just the feel of something this new to me. Because like I said, I've just never seen or owned a display higher than 60 FPS. So I knew it was going to be good, but it's really, really good. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I know I rambled on for way too long about this one dumb monitor, which is funny because a lot of people are going to be like, Joe, that's a normal thing now. What are you getting so excited about? You know what? To that I say, I don't care. It's cool. It's a new toy for me, and that's all that matters. So with that being said, guys, see you later, and I'll see you in the next video.